So now we'll see how to edit or use a user map function over here. So we can come to task, click on maps, and this is now hide it. So I would just click over here, as I've shown this function in route planning also. You can hide or unhide this. So if you click over here, it will just hide and it will just go down. So if you want, if it is the case in your like this, just click over here, show user maps. So again, if you want to load a user map, you can load from here, not from here, sorry. You can load a user map from here. You can see the names. I'll just scroll it down. So you can load a user map from here, if whichever you want. For example, Panama to Cristobal. This I want to load. Come over here, select the route, and you can just directly put into monitoring. If you put into monitoring, same on this master 𝐸 and slave 𝐸, the route will be put into monitoring. If you just click load, or if you just click on load, it will be, the user map will be only loaded into the particular 𝐸 where you are loading the user map. So for example, instead of putting into monitoring, I just selected this user map into load. So this user map is only selected for this Panama. I'll just zoom out. Panama user map is loaded. So the Panama user map is loaded. All these things are loaded. Now you can come over here on the left side, click over here, and you can see over here that this user map Panama Balboa to Cristobal, it's only loaded. It's not put into monitoring. Monitoring means it's not put into the other 𝐸 if you want to put into both the 𝐸 simultaneously. So it won't make a much difference. On the other 𝐸 also, you can separately load or unload this user map, but it's better if you have a single user map loaded from a common 𝐸. So if you want to put it onto monitoring again, you just have to come over here and you have to click. As you can see, there is no sign of this anchor kind of a thing. So if I'll just click over here, and again you can see this is put into monitoring. If you want to, for example, this Bahia Blanca departure, this user map is not yet put into monitoring, so it is only loaded into this particular 𝐸. So if I want to put into monitoring, you just have to click here, monitoring, and now all the user maps loaded over here are put into monitoring. If you want to remove a user map, you just have to come over here and click the cross mark. So it will, again, Panama to Balboa, I want to remove this user map, unload the user map. So that's how you can load or unload a user map. That was about loading or unloading a user map. Now I'll just show you how to make a new user map, how to just add lines, delete lines, just a basic thing, not very much detailed information. If you click over here, there is one more thing which I want to show you before starting this. If you click over here, show and unhide map, all the maps which you have loaded, for example, here 3 maps you have, user maps you have loaded, all those user maps will be hidden, will get hidden. So this is the function they have given. I don't know why, but that's a function given in this. So if you click over here, now you can see all the user maps which are given over here, all the information on them, on your particular, like let me just show you. For example, there is a user map which is loaded over here. This is a Magellan reporting. This is the user map over here which is loaded. So if I click this hide and hide, you can see the user map is gone from here. So if I again click, so basically without unloading a user map, if you don't want to unload a user map, you just want to hide the user map for some moment or something, you can just use this function. So it's only hiding, even though they are still put into monitoring, but they are just hidden, so you cannot see any user. That's about it. Now let's just see a basic how to add or delete a line into, or add a symbol. So now to make a new user map, you have to come over here, create a map. So here you have to click create a map. So now the map is named as new map 01. Now if, for example, let me just zoom in. if I want to mark an anchorage area, for example, this is an anchorage area. That's an anchorage area. So if I want to mark an anchorage area with line, so you can come over here. Here you have these functions: symbol, line, text, depth, shapes. Here you have function of edit, shift, delete. Edit, shift, delete, restore, attach, merge. You can merge also other user map from here. So you can select any user map, so it will merge for you. But remember, it will only merge the user map which is already loaded, so, or I would say already loaded into a particular address or put into monitoring on this address. So it will only merge. So basically, if you want to merge any user map, you have to first click load the user map from this, load the user map, then come over here and then click merge and select the user map, and then it will merge. Select any user map, like these two user map I want to merge, so click over here and just click merge. It will merge the. I have never used this function, but this function is there. So now, as we were talking, I want to mark an anchorage area here. As I showed you earlier, line, symbol, shape, text. So line, you can select the line, type of line which you want. You can select the colors. Now this is one more thing which I want to tell you over here is Transas address. This is a very big disadvantage or a drawback, I would say, that other colors if you mark, they are not so much conspicuously observed to user, because the lines are so fine. Like here I have used the thickest line available. I'll click, for example, if I'm choosing green color, add object. Now this is the anchorage area, I would mark this anchorage area. And now you can see that the line is so thin that you wouldn't be able to make out the difference. So this is a drawback into this in this address, that other colors you are not able to use them, not very much. So if you really want to make this colorful, like if I really want this to be in a green color, then all I have to do is click. I have selected green color, go to add object. I'll just have to draw this line maybe 3-4 times. Now you can see this is little bit conspicuous after making the line for 3-4 times. So that's the drawback for it. Even the text in green, in any other colors, you won't be able to get the difference, see the difference. Now you're only able to see this green color over here because I've used this line 3-4 times. So this is just I wanted to tell you. So that's how. So if I want to delete, so as I showed you earlier, click over here, delete, come over here and delete. Now it's only deleted one line, the other line. So normally what we do is, normally on this you could, when you will join on board, you will see that your previous agreements have mostly used the red color. So normally on this address we normally use red color for line, for marking, symbols, everything, because red color is little bit more conspicuous than any other color. As you cannot change the line thickness or text, you cannot make them bold or increase their. So that's how, as you can see, the red color is pretty much conspicuous than any other color. So that's how I mark an anchorage area. So same thing if while like for this is like an arrival port. So if I want to mark text, so you can click over text, you can come over here and you can write call comments reducing RPM, for example. Let's just say comments reducing RPM I want to add. Click. You can see if it is in a different color, it is very much hard for you to understand it. So normally if I want to edit this which I have made, if I want to rename or edit, so you have to come again here, click edit, a square box shape square will appear, click over here. Now it is there. If you want to change its color, see, let's example if I change it into blue color, so you can see it's same as of a root, so you won't be able to make out much of a difference. And if I put this into night mode, let's just see if I'll put this into night mode. So the brilliance is full, but you can see you won't be able to make out this difference in now this is dusk mode, and you can see it's very hard for you to read. You just literally have to bend down and read this for any color. It's not just for blue color or some colors, so it's for any colors. So I'll just put back into. So let's just see if I would have put into red color text. Now come over here, choose the color red. I'll click over here, same thing, and now you can see it's the difference between the blue and red. The red one is pretty much clearly visible and much more readable, much easily readable as compared to your blue color. Now for example, lastly I will show you with any other color like yellow. You can read this, you would think that you can make this yellow working over here. Now let us go back to day mode. Now in day mode you can see the yellow is almost hidden, so you are not able to use this. So that's the drawback. When you use blue, you cannot see it in the night time. When you use yellow, you cannot see in the daytime. Green color is not dark enough. Any other color you cannot use them because they are matching to ships or contour settings or to the ECDIS screen color. So the only color which you are remaining to use is red color, and if you want to use it, still you can use this blue color or yellow color depending upon your choice. But that's a drawback. If you're especially if you're coming from JRC ECDIS, where we can increase the character boldness of our text line, so that's a drop. Other thing is very simple. Symbol, if you want to add a symbol, click on the symbol. Any symbol which you want to add, you can change the color, add object. You can take your cursor wherever you want and you can put them. And if you want to delete, just come over here, delete. There is one more option, one more thing which I want to show you over here is in a user map. For example, this is the user map. In a user map, what all text and all you have made, you can find those things from here, find object. So this is the information available in this particular user map. Now in display option, you can select all this if you want to see the text, if you don't want to see the text which are given in this user map. Now lastly, this important thing is deleted. So if you click here deleted, it will show you those items which you have deleted. It will also show you. So for example, as I showed you this rig which I made, now it is deleted, but it is showing me now because I have clicked over here. Let's just see. You can if I'll uncheck this, the rig is gone. So if you click deleted, you would also see the items which are deleted, and if you want to restore them, you just have to come over here, come restore and click over here. Now it is restored. So that's a function which is given over here. So normally I don't show this. Normally I keep this hidden because the things which I have deleted, I don't want them to be there. So let's just see if I'll click delete, it will be visible or not. So it is not visible because this deleted item is unchecked. So if you again check back, you could see the deleted item. So that's about it with respect to deleted items. Now another thing, or lastly, for example, you get a nav warning, you want to add a line or you want to add an area for nav warning. This is another drawback over here. So if you want to, for example, this is a line, if you want to add this line, or if you want to add 4 coordinates for a particular user map, if you have a nav warning or something like this, you can only edit once. So if you click over here, 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 for example, now finish with editing. Now if you want to edit these coordinates of this square, if you want to edit the coordinates, you cannot edit. If I click, you can see over here edit. If I click over here edit, so you can only resize, apply. you cannot edit the coordinates of a particular line or something. You can just move the line, delete the line, but you cannot edit the coordinates, as this is the case given in any other ECDIS. In any other ECDIS, you would just make 4 lines, click edit, and you would enter the coordinates for that. But here you cannot enter the coordinates. You can only enter the coordinates when you are making the line. So I'll come over here, I'll delete this. So for example, if I click line, add object, here on the right side you can see, so this is where you can add a coordinates only during while making the route. Once you're while you're making the user map or while making the line. So once you've made the line, once you finish making the line, you won't be able to edit this waypoints.